How to adapt with aging. Claude Bernard, who was a 19th-century French physiologist, who was known for saying the constancy of the internal environment is the condition for a free and independent life. What he meant was that organisms, all organisms, including humans, really need to keep the chemistry and the biology of their cells and organs constant within very narrow limits. The contemporary physiological term for the latter 19th century description is known by homeostasis, which technically means the constant balance in the body composition and functionality. Moreover, as we discussed earlier, the body is like a house that has a relatively finite number of bricks and boards, and that, as we age, we have fewer and fewer replacement parts. Those are the built-in limitations of each individual body. In this lecture, we will look at external stresses that cause aging and what we can do to protect ourselves from them. There are several basic ideas about what makes us lose the resiliency of youth, including simple wear and tear, somatic mutations which are required changes within our DNA, and autoimmune overreaction. We will begin by discussing the implications of free radicals on aging. Two atoms normally form a molecule by linking pairs of electrons in their outer shells. If a molecule loses one member of a pair, it becomes a free radical, which will then seek to bind with an electron from a nearby molecule to regain its normal state. This molecule might unite with, for example, a molecule of DNA, which may result in negative interference with the DNA's normal functionality by disrupting the normal process of protein manufacturing. At the same time, free radicals are also part of a normal defense mechanism in the body called apoptosis, which means a programmed suicide of abnormal or dangerous cells. There is an ongoing normal balance between the free radicals necessary for apoptosis functionality and protection, and excessive free radicals causing cellular and tissue damage. Let us turn to the effects on aging of glucose, the most common sugar in the body. Excess glucose in the body plays an important role in many diseases and in the process of aging. In a process called glycation, excess glucose molecules may be inserted into proteins, DNA, or fats. They form a bound complex in these molecules, which may result in a pathological cascade of malfunctions in the body. For example, this irreversible cross-link can cause loss of elasticity in tissue, which can manifest itself in the skin as increased level of wrinkles. It also causes many of the problems that diabetic individuals suffer from, such as coronary artery disease and hypertension, as well as cataracts, and may contribute to the process that underlie Alzheimer's disease. In general, the younger body heals faster and is far better adapted to defend against invasive chemicals. It tends to have better cellular nutrition and vascularity, which is the amount of blood flow to tissues and organs. Young people have more active cellular metabolism, energy production, and detoxification systems than older ones. As we age, dramatic changes begin to take place deep in the layers of the dermis and express themselves on the surface of the skin. For example, we lose sebaceous glands, which can cause skin brittleness and susceptibility to infection. That is why it is recommended to keep the skin of elderly people properly moisturized by applying a protective thin layer of a non-greasy natural oil such as olive oil. The production of synovial fluid, which lubricates joints, also decreases in older people, and the cartilage between jointed bones becomes drier and thinner. These are the precursors of the common ailments of joint diseases and osteoarthritis in elderly populations, which can be ameliorated and delayed to some extent by keeping good physical activity such as regular walking or swimming. As a result of downregulation of the immune system, older people are more susceptible to all kinds of invasion, from infection to malignancy. Most of us, however, can take steps to slow down these changes and keep good function. At the top of the list of these steps lie 5 main cornerstones, which are regular physical exercise, healthy diet, normal weight, good sleep, and stress control. We will cover each of these cornerstones in detail in our subsequent lectures.